So James and I haven't really reached a consensus on why exactly it is we are doing this video. Do you mind grabbing an end? Oh wow, I don't need it. It's really not very heavy, but thank you anyway. He figures it's because,
well, we keep doing all these cheap display videos.
Yeah.
And then we were doing these Walmart videos.
Yeah.
So why not just make a sandwich of those two?
You know what? Sure, let's go with that. So this is the 43-inch LED HD TV class, full class, and we are gonna find out if, how much does this thing cost?
I think 168 bucks. Some people have got it for 125 on clearance.
We're gonna find out if the 43-inch, $125 TV is worth $125.
If it even makes it to you alive.
Were you shaking your head? And this video is brought to you by Storyblocks. Storyblocks offers you studio quality stock video clips for a fraction of the cost. Check out Storyblocks at the link in the video description.
I think we should actually assess the shipping and packaging of this. It has a huge dent. It's possible that Tyler dropkicked this, but I don't think so.
I don't think he did.
And the reason I'm doing a concern is because inside there's really not a lot of extra packaging.
So not only is this a cheaper hard type foam, but this is cheaper among the hard type foam packing materials that I've encountered. Did you see the way that piece just came apart? Okay, can we do a video together with you not throwing
Absolutely
the
not.
subject of the video at me?
No, it's in my contract. There's nothing
Holy
in front.
crap.
There's nothing in front.
Small correction, just after mine and James's styrofoam fight to the death, we actually found that there is a little bit more protection on the panel side. There's this piece of cardboard. It weighs like nothing.
The spec sheet says 18.5 pounds, but it feels lighter, doesn't it?
Just because it's so big, it's like there's nothing in it. So there's our IR receiver on a little PCB there. There's our stereo speakers that I have, very high expectations for. I will say that cheap TVs have come a long way in terms of their I/O, or at least, I don't know, this one has. So it's got an audio pass-through, so if you have HDMI audio coming in from your cable box or your console or whatever, you can pass that through to your standalone speakers. Optical in or out, unclear at this time. And then you've got actually component in as well as composite. And then you've also got three actually.
3 HDMIs.
Count them. 3 HDMI ports, including one with audio return channel. So that's neat. Cable in.
What is this thing?
That.
Some kind of old people connector. And of course there's one USB port, which, I mean, it's nice to have, especially since this is not a smart TV. So if you want to have any smart TV features, you're gonna have to get like a Fire TV stick or a Roku, whatever they call theirs.
Yeah, so at least you can power something with it, even if you don't want to just load videos onto a USB thumb drive and plug them into your TV like my parents did until, actually I'm pretty sure they still do that.
It's got a base amount.
And you could probably just double-sided tape it to the wall for how much it weighs. I'm kidding, don't do that, but like, holy crap. And that's even with a metal backing. Like, this isn't even a plastic backing. Like, the panel itself must just weigh nothing.
And it's not like it has an external power brick or anything either.
Wait, where's the stand? Are you
There you go.
That is not very impressive. Like, I sincerely hope this thing is decent, but this is one of the sort of issues that I take with low-cost electronics, is that because they have a very limited lifespan, both in terms of how long they're gonna just continue to work, and in terms of their features, and no real resale value, they tend to generate a lot of waste, it feels like, compared to higher end stuff.
It depends on who buys these things. So if you look at their page, it looks like who they're targeting are the people who actually are still using a CRT.
Did you guys see what just happened there?
On the description page, it says, is your TV 20 years old and blurry?
You are lying.
So I think this is like for Grandpa when he finally makes the switch, because his giant CRT is like just actually kicked the bucket after 25 years. Woo!
Yep. Team lift, hold on.
Wait, you think you could do it with one hand? Ha! No, did you hear that? I think we're okay. I don't think anything cracked, but yeah. You gotta have something to push against.
Oh man, this is great. Integrated button layout. They have this on here as though that's some kind of desirable feature. But instead of, can I power it on? Is it plugged in? Mm-hmm. Instead of a joystick configuration, it's this like orbiting configuration that just kind of feels like nothing to the back of your hand. And obviously you're not gonna leave this stupid sticker here. So you just have to kind of like guess.
This isn't even the good peeling peel. This is just like tape.
Yeah, it just feels like packing tape. Like it's just.
My joy is so robbed.
Oh, bottom one's not too bad.
This is like Lady and the Tramp. Oh.
I mean, at least it does have an included remote control.
Oh, I wasn't gonna show you that until later because I wanted you to struggle with the buttons on the back. People in the house, put your hands in the air. Because you don't care. No, we don't care.
We've got picture modes. Oh, it comes in eco by default. That's interesting. I wonder if that's part of their like good power efficiency ratings, that they just like dim the friggin' backlight out of the box.
Kind of makes sense because a lot of the reviews on Walmart's product page say how you absolutely must change it to dynamic picture mode.
Video or graphic?
That could be like an image retention thing.
Oh, you know what it might be? Is like a limited versus full range mode.
Maybe this will become more clear once we have a signal going through it and you can actually see how it changes.
So what sound mode are we supposed to choose?
Movie. Movie sound and dynamic picture is what everyone says makes it mint, I think.
All right.
If mint is like a flavor you detest, it's mint.
Voice guidance?
Voice guidance. On. Volume. Middle.
Please keep this
High.
on.
Speed. Standard. Fast.
How do you like it?
Slow.
I feel like we're disabling Hal. Get it to sing Daisy.
Other setting.
It sounds so sad.
Audio. Surround sound. Off.
Okay, all right, I'm done.
No signal.
Okay.
Oh, let me help you with that.
Thank you.
HDMI to ARC. HDMI to ARC. 1080p 60HD.
So this was the,
Hold on a second.
Menu open.
yeah.
The fact that you got signal, okay, please don't interrupt me on. The fact that we got a signal is actually pretty nice because there's a lot of people in the reviews saying how they either connected to a computer and it didn't work, or they connected to a dongle and it didn't work, or all these different things. So,
Right.
so far I've connected this to an Amazon Fire Stick and a computer and it's worked, so bless up.
Picture mode. Normal. Cinema. Wide.
So graphic is how you get rid of overscan. What? So no, it doesn't have to do with like limited versus full range black levels. It's how you do like just scan, like pixel, one-to-one pixel mapping instead of having it overscanned. It's been a while since I've looked at a 1080p display from this close.
It ain't great.
It's not a great experience. I remember there was this guy that I used to go to LAN parties with back when I had a life. I mean, sort of, I went to LAN parties. And I don't even think his was 1080p. And he was like, yeah, it's great. I'm like, yo, it's like measurably, like with a measuring tape, like not great. Display adapter properties, are these gonna come up? That's weird, I've never seen this fail to come up. Is that because it?
You have no properties.
Is that Windows?
You're
or is
homeless.
that... They don't call it Windows for nothing. Here, have all the windows.
Windows 10. At least they're allowing you to close them in whatever order you want.
All right, so I guess probably like what, we want to watch some content on it, like. Really? We're gonna watch MKBHD instead of our own channel? You know what, fine, he's not gonna copyright strike us. So I guess this was your agenda here. You pulled up MKBHD because you figured, well, we want something with known good audio, and we can't always trust ourselves, so we can properly evaluate the speakers. Fine, I can take it.
You clicked on this.
He sounds like ass.
No offense.
Yeah, like, no offense, dude.
$10,000 for that machine. The iMac Pro, 10 grand for that machine. The iMac Pro starts at...
Somehow it really does sound like it's coming from like under the table or something.
I was watching Infinity War yesterday on Netflix, and it was basically like everybody was in the bottom of a barrel.
But like it somehow doesn't sound like it's coming from here. It somehow sounds like it's coming from lower.
Let's watch a trailer.
This is a great, hold on, this is a great freeze frame of him. That's exactly my thoughts on this TV.
Come on, action.
I rewatched this recently. It was still good, I liked it.
Did you put it on movie mode now?
Let me check.
Volume 20.
Okay, no.
It's this.
Volume.
No, it's working.
Volume 100.
Oh, it just like glitched out.
You're gonna go to the menu, that's what you're...
Menu.
This might actually be worse. Like I can barely like make out the dialogue, even though this is like a trailer, and typically the dialogue is...
So I did some, I ran Calman, and I...
Can I do a subjective evaluation
Sure.
first? Do you see those? They look like weird artifacts in my eyes.
Oh.
Do you see that? Is that a compression issue with the playback, or is that the TV that is not handling darks very well? You can actually see the same thing in my mouth. I actually need to grab a laptop. No, that's not present on the laptop.
What do you think of just the colors overall?
I mean, they're not right, but they don't stand out to me as particularly terrible. There's not a lot of depth. There's some oversaturation going on in the default profile here at the very least. It's less noticeable in this kind of a dark scene, but here you can really see that's not a very natural look for me.
Dynamic.
Oh wow, that is really overdone. Sorry, people suggest this mode?
Yes.
That doesn't even look like wood. Why don't you pull up the results here? Okay, and this is in dynamic or standard?
This one's dynamic. The standard didn't fare too much better.
So to be clear, guys, a delta E of less than 2 is considered color accurate, with less than 5 being fine for consumer grade. This is anywhere from an average, it's an average of 12.6 and a maximum of 23. So we have dots here that are so far off their boxes, it's hard to tell what box that it went with. Color space, 97% of sRGB, is that right?
Yeah.
That's actually not terrible.
Should we play some games? Check out the input lag?
All right. Well, if we had any doubt that the scaler in it is a steaming pile of hot garbage,
Rizalmon. It's a Pokemon.
so we selected a fast-paced game to evaluate the TV's input lag because I could actually see this making a ton of sense for like just like a side room, like a den or something where you just play video games and it doesn't need to be the most cinematic or whatever.
kids, like a rec room for the console gaming.
Yeah, exactly. Now that's weird. Is this like
Sharpening.
an over-sharpening artifact, or is this because of the low res? Like these
Like,
look
look at
like
the edges of these strands.
they look like a cheap stereo 3D effect or something because of how sharpened they are. Now, I had another idea. You know how I was saying that it was hard for me to tell if the issue was to do with just the low resolution. I haven't looked at a 1080p display from this close up in a long time. So we can figure out if it's sharpness or if it's low res by just adjusting it. And it was definitely,
Sharpness.
That's right.
wow, that looks so much better. And the crazy thing too is like, yeah, text here too. Same thing, now I can make out the low contrast more easily now. Oh, that was probably the eye. No,
Yeah, it's still kind of there.
yeah, it's still there. You know what though? Honestly, it's not that hard to tell. It's not bad. Like there's no game mode, and it's not amazing, but considering this is a 60 hertz display, this is very, very usable for sure. So really what it's competing with then is the Scepter model that was, how much?
230 bucks, so 50 bucks more.
And how big?
50 inches.
50 inches. Now with Scepter, we actually had pretty good luck with those guys when we did the cheapest 4K monitor on Amazon. That was a Scepter.
But we got a peach.
We got a good one, and from the reviews on Amazon, they're pretty hit or miss.
There's lots of lemons.
So what would you do? Do you buy this one, turn the sharpness off, and enjoy the dynamic theater quality sound?
Oh yeah, you have to factor in an extra $70 for an entry-level soundbar just so you can hear dialogue if you're watching the evening news. So at that point, I think I would just spend the money and get a little higher, or if you want to cheap out, just get something used.
So we want to hear from you guys in the comments below. They both had kind of bad speakers and kind of bad color. This one had worse color. But do you take the Scepter 4K but smaller display that we featured last time, or do you take the 1080p 43-inch one, or do you just go used, or do you step up a little bit in the product stack? Do you want us to take a look at that Scepter 50-inch in the future? Let us know. We will be reading them because I think we are far from done with cheap displays. Can it run at 120 hertz? Like, can you overclock it? Did we try?
No, didn't try.
Wah, 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 wah. All right, well, that didn't work. But you know what does? Storyblocks. With Storyblocks, you can download all the stock video your heart desires from their member library, including HD and 4K footage, After Effects templates, motion backgrounds, and more. We use it quite a bit here on our Tech Quickie channel. Plus, you can get exclusive discounts on millions of additional marketplace clips where you save 40% on every purchase compared to non-members, and the original artists take home a commission on the sale price. All content is royalty free, so you can use it for commercial or personal projects such as YouTube videos or whatever else, and new clips are added regularly, so there's always something new to download. Check it out today at the link below to learn more. So thanks for watching, guys. If you disliked this video, you can hit that button, but if you liked it, hit like, get subscribed, or maybe consider checking out where to buy the stuff we featured at the link in the video description. James and I are sort of not really in agreement about whether you should or shouldn't, or whether this has any application whatsoever, but I think what we all agree on is that we should probably have a styrene fight to the death.
Dun, 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 dun. Grenade! No!
The joke's on him though, because I knew that I wasn't going to be cleaning this up.